Hey everybody. Last time I saw you in class, we talked about how to find the price of an item after a discount or after a markup. Tonight we're going to look at a couple different situations having to do with tipping and sales tax. Our first couple examples are going to look at sales tax. In example 1, a new coat costs $85. The sales tax in Minneapolis, Minnesota is 7%. How much would you have to pay for the coat after tax? So the first thing we have to do with this situation is find the amount of tax that we're going to have to pay on the coat. So 7% of 80 is what we need to find, right? 7% of 85, I should say. 7% of $85. So to do that, we're going to multiply, just like we did with discount and markup, we're going to multiply the percent times the amount. So 7%, we have to move the decimal over 2 places to the left to turn it into a decimal. So it becomes 0.07 times 85. And 0.07 times 85 gives us 5.95. So this right here, 7% of 85, is the tax that we have to pay on the item. Now, taxes make the price go up. So we're going to find our final price by doing 85 plus $5.95, which gives us 90.95. So we get $90.95 will be the total price that we have to pay for the coat in Minneapolis, Minnesota. In example 2, Kelly takes her dog to be groomed. It costs $75, and the sales tax is 6.75%. Sometimes we see that in different places, where it's actually a percent with a decimal is the sales tax. We want to know, will $80 be enough to pay for the grooming? So we're going to do this one the exact same way. 6.75% of $75 is what we got to figure out. 6.75% of 75. So same thing, we're going to move our decimal over 2 places. And remember, we've got to put a 0 in this empty space here. So our decimal is going to be 0.0675 times 75. When we put that in the calculator, we get 5.0625. Now, since we're talking about money here, we always round to the nearest cent or the nearest hundredth, the second decimal place after the decimal point. So we need to look at this 2 here to tell us what to round that 6 to. Because 2 is 4 or lower, we're going to keep this at 5.06. So the sales tax here is 5.06, right? That's the tax again. So now to find the total price that she's going to have to pay, $75 plus 5.06 is going to give us $80.06. So because this is more than 80, if she just has $80, she's not going to have enough money to pay for her dog to get groomed. So the answer here is no, it is not enough. Let's take a look at a situation that's a little bit more complicated. Your dinner bill for Monday is $22.79. The sales tax is 7%, and you leave a 20% tip. How much did you pay for the dinner? Now, dinner can be complicated because not only do you have to pay for the food and the beverages that you order, but you also have to take into account the sales tax, which is a percentage of that bill, and you got to take into account the tip, which is also a percentage of that bill. And we calculate both the sales tax and the tip off of the original bill. So even though this is kind of a complicated situation, there's 2% we have to calculate. If we follow these 3 steps here, it can make it a lot easier. So we start with $22.79, and the first thing we can do is find the tip. How much are we going to leave for the servers? So we typically leave 20% of $22.79. So 20% is 0.20, and we're going to multiply that by the bill, $22.79. When we make that calculation, we find that we get $4 and we got a little bit of a long decimal here, 4.558. Now remember, we always want to round to the hundredth place, the nearest cent. So this 8 is telling me to round this 5 up to a 6. So we are going to write $4.56 is going to be the tip. Okay, that's how much we're leaving for the server. Now we have to calculate the tax as well that we spend on our meal. So 7% of $22.79, 7% we write as 0.07. We multiply that by the bill. When we do that calculation, we get 1.5953. So now we have to round this one also to the nearest cent. So if I look at this 5, because this is 5 or higher, I have to round this 9 up. Now the next number above 9 is a 10. So this digit is actually going to be 0, and we're going to carry the 1 over to the next one. This is going to be $1.60. And that is the sales tax. So now to find the total amount, step 3 here, we're going to add the bill, the tip, and the sales tax all together, and that's how much money we're going to leave total. So 22.79 plus 4.56 plus 1.60. Now, once we add up those three amounts, we get $28.95. So $28.95 is the total amount that we spent on dinner on Monday. Let's practice one more of those problems before we wrap it up tonight. At a restaurant, you order a meal that costs $8. You leave a 15% tip. The sales tax is 6%. What is the total cost? So to find the total cost, we're going to follow the exact same steps we followed on the previous problem. First, let's find the tip. So to find the tip, we know we're leaving 15% of $8. So 15%, we know we write that as a decimal as 0.15 if we move the decimal 2 places to the left, times the bill, which is 8. So 0.15 times 8 is 1.2. So the tip is going to be $1.20, right? That's the tip. Now the tax is 6% of the meal. So the tax, we're going to multiply 6% times 8, and for 6% we have to do 0.06, not 0.6. 0.6 is 60%. For 6% we do 0.06 times 8 gives us 0.48. So our tax is going to be 48 cents. And then to get the total, all we have to do is take what we started with, $8, add the tip, 1.20 plus 0.48, which is the tax. And once we add all that up, we get 9.68. So our total bill is $9.68. And that is what we're going to pay for our meal. All right, that's our last example tonight. You can go ahead and finish up your notes, submit them through Canvas, and I will see you all in class.